Kyle here from allmediareviews.blogspot.com, and I'm just going to make a quick video, sort of wrap up this weekend. I've been uploading a bunch of old videos and stuff like that. I made a video, but some stuff I didn't get a chance to show and talk about, I guess. DVD and two vinyl releases. So, first is a record I've been looking for on vinyl for a long time, and I think it got reissued by Music on Vinyl just within the last 6 months or a year or something. This is Extreme's album, Three Sides to Every Story. My experience with trying to find Extreme, their vinyl records, is, it comes with this insert here too, is you can find Pornography, and I think that's about it. That's the album that has more than words on it, but this is the album that followed that, I believe. Extreme, the sort of 80s and early to mid 90s, at least early 90s, sort of, you can call them hair metal, but as a friend of mine, Creighton, once described them, he once heard someone playing some Extreme at a Guitar Center. It's like, he used to say, it's like butt rock but progressive, or progressive hair metal or something like that. So I know they're polarizing. The people that know more than words and that's it, they just think that's their only song, whatever. But the people that like them, appreciate them, usually appreciate that they're more than just a standard hair metal band. They were more than just a standard hair metal band. I think they may still tour sometimes, I'm not sure. Gary Cherone, of course, went on to sing with Van Halen on Van Halen 3, and then he's done some stuff. He did the project with the Who tribute shows with Mike Portnoy. But anyway, getting back to the Three Sides to Every Story, it's kind of a concept album. Jeez, and I almost dropped it, but you can see it's kind of a cool green vinyl, not lime green. I don't know what kind of green this would be, just normal grass, like dark, and it's got a bunch of design stains on it too, I think. I don't think that's, well, I hope that's not anything to do with the condition of this, because I think I bought this basically new. Yeah, it might have been played once before, but anyway. To me, it's like with Extreme, yeah, this is their key record. I remember years back, there was a Queen tribute album with, I want to say, it's on the same level. I don't know, I associate this Queen tribute album that had James LaBrie from Dream Theater. The same guy talked to me about, it was at a Sam Goody in West St. Paul, I think it was, about it liking Extreme. But they were very influenced by Queen. Well, maybe that other record has some issues. Yeah, this is not a perfect condition, unfortunately, copy of this album. But yeah, they're kind of, the Queen influence really comes out really well on this record. A lot of Gary Cherone's vocal harmonies are terrific on here at points. See, it's like there are three parts to it. The suite, it's kind of a suite. On side 4, Everything Under the Sun, especially, probably is the best part of the whole thing. I mean, they're Queen-like vocal layering, studio tricks, a lot of harmonies and stuff like that. Rest in Peace, Color Me Blind were both kind of, and Warheads even, I think got on a little bit of airplay. But yeah, this is the record that really won me over. Although I haven't listened to it that much the last 10 years or so, but. So, the other vinyl I'm going to show is, this is just from a Black Friday record store day. We didn't, my wife and I didn't go extensively shopping for stuff, because there was nothing on the list that she wanted, although we found some stuff. I think in the last video I showed, I can't remember, a video back in early December, I ended up getting Dukes of Stratosphere and some other stuff, but this was an actual Black Friday record store. This is Rush's single, Closer to the Heart, which has a B-side for Madrigal. I think that was probably the reason why I got as much in it. At least it has artwork. I think there might have been there was a 7-inch for Closer to the Heart, at least once issued, but I don't think it had any artwork. In fact, I may even own a copy, but this actually does have some, albeit kind of limited in detail, but it does have some artwork. I don't know what exactly. I think it came with something else, and that's why one of the reasons why I wanted to get it. I think I paid maybe $7 or $8 for it, which rush close to the hard vinyl. Paying $7 or $8 wouldn't be a big deal, but yeah, it comes with this Farewell to Kings. It's like an anniversary thing. It's for 45s, for 7-inch 45s. So it was the 40-year anniversary of Farewell to Kings this past year. I didn't get the whole deluxe thing that came with, I don't know how much extra stuff, but all right, final piece for this video. I'll just call it a video. Is I'd never seen Logan's Run. As you can see, I got it from the library, and I'd known about it for a long time. And the biggest thing that inspired me to want to see it. I mean, I'd wanted to see it for a long time. This came out in 1976. Stars Michael York and Jenny Agutter. Well, I know Jenny Agutter from Walkabout. That's the thing I always think about her. That Aborigine journey movie filmed in the. I think she's from Australia or New Zealand. I think so. It was filmed down there. But anyway, that's why I'd known her best. She was a pretty popular actress, I think, in the 70s when she was pretty young. It also has Peter Ustinov, who did documentaries, and Farrah Fawcett of all people. Anyway, this is the copy I just got from the library to rent, and it includes a featurette and some commentary from the director, which I didn't get a chance to check out. I don't know if I'm going to before I return it. But Logan's Run is a classic sci-fi movie based on a novel from like the late 60s of the same name. But the reason, long story short, long story longer, the actress who, they did a TV show after this, I was reading, the actress who was married to Robert Urich, I can't remember her first name, Rebecca something, just passed away, unfortunately, like a few weeks ago. And I was looking at her credits, and she was in Logan's Run. She played the Jenny Agutter, or Agater, female lead character in the short-lived TV series. I haven't checked YouTube to see if the TV series is on there, but I'd like to see that after watching this. As I posted something on Twitter, it's both. I can understand why it's influential and revered by a lot of people, and looked at as sort of a retro sci-fi classic from the 70s. But at the same time, it does look dated, of course, because it was the 1970s. It was pre-Star Wars even. It was post-Star Trek. So, but the influence certainly was there. The story, Michael York is a quote-unquote it's in a society in the 2274, I think it is, where when people reach the age of 30, they can be renewed, and in fact they end up dying. They can't live past that. And the society is basically located within a dome, a large dome city, but the people that are all in there, all the people that are younger than 30, aren't aware of the outsides. They have these crystals in their hands that light up, and anyway, Logan is known as a Sandman, and he's like a cop of some sort. He has to track down people that don't want to stay there that run, but he ends up running. So that's the brief synopsis. I would say that if it was made today, if it gets made today, I know that some stuff about Bryan Singer, who's had issues with allegations recently, I know, but has wanted to get this thing made for maybe almost 20 years in Hollywood, a remake of it. But if it happens, they should get Michael York, if he's still around and available, to play the old man that was played by Peter Ustinov. But yeah, I would say that it would be worth checking out. The screenplay and the directing and the casting ends up being good. But there's some questions I have about, and I haven't read the book, of course. In the book, it wasn't 30 years old, but 21 years old when they were supposed to die, which is just, if they followed the book to the letter, then the cast is going to be really young, which might be fine, I don't know. But I would say that, what was my thought about that? Oh, telling the origin of the city, like more in detail, would be an interesting thing if they could do with it. that's part of it. And also, I was just thinking after watching, of course, movies like The Matrix or TV shows like The Under the Dome or even The Truman Show to a point. There's a couple of Star Trek and the Outer Limits episodes that either it was influenced by and definitely did influence it. I kept on thinking about just from a story perspective. But yeah, no, Logan's Run, certainly a classic, and I'm glad I finally got to watch it today. And yeah, I guess if it comes out, or you know, if they were to cast Michael York or some of the other people that are still around from it, it would be interesting. I don't know who they get to direct it if it wasn't Bryan Singer, and not Christopher Nolan. I hope there was talk that Ryan Gosling would play maybe the Michael York character. I don't know. So, but thank you for watching. Thank for anyone who's made a comment recently. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe, and we'll talk to you next time.